Hello everybody! How did you go finding 2-digit numbers for me? Thank you for all those people who did. Fantastic, so that I could hand out those brochures. Well done. I hope that you know now how to put your digits around the right way and in the right order so that they go to the right places. Alright, well, I know that we have been looking at numbers from 0 to 100 on the hundreds chart. That is a lot of numbers. Well done. We may be looking later at numbers from 0 to 100 on a number line. So today we are going to start with numbers on a number line between 0 and 20. Now you might be thinking, what is a number line? Well, if you think of the words number and line, what do you think it might mean? That's right, numbers in a line. That's right. So I wonder if you can think of anywhere that you may have seen numbers in a line. Have a think. Maybe you can even share with each other right now. What have you seen? Pause the video. All right, everyone. I hope you've been able to share some things and some places that have number lines. I have been on the hunt as well in my own home, so I have been super sleuthing to see what things around my home have number lines. Now remember, number lines can go in different directions, can't they? They could go up and down. What do we call that? It starts with V. Vertical. That's right. When numbers go, or things go up and down, it's called vertical. What about when things go this way, when a line goes that way? It starts with the letter H. I mentioned it before. It's called horizontal. That's right. And lines can go in lots of different directions. They can even go this way on an angle. What do you call that? It starts with D. Diagonal. That's right. So they can go in lots of different directions. What things do you think that I found? Well, I will start with this. What do you think this is? You may have seen this before when you might have been sick or your family. That's right, it's a thermometer. Look at those numbers on there. It measures what? Measures temperature. That's right, of a person. And it's in Celsius. You can see up here, there's a little C. And there's also another set of numbers that's in a different measurement called Fahrenheit. But in Australia, we need the one with the C. And look at this, it's in red. That indicates 37 is roughly a normal temperature. So that's a number line. Ooh. What else did I find? I have found another one that is wet. What do you think it might be and what it might measure? This is what I've got. What do you think it measures? Yes, it measures water. And where does the water come from? What do we call that? Yes, it comes from the sky. It's rain. And this is called a rain gauge. And you can see there are lots of numbers here, and it goes all the way from the bottom, 0. You can see down the bottom, the smallest one is actually 10, but it's got lots of little bits here, and here it's got millimeters and inches. Very good. All right, so that's one thing that I found. What else did I find? Something that you might have even at school, lots of them. What do you think it is? It's a ruler. Oh, look at all that's a perfect number line, isn't it? It goes all the way from, oh, let me see if I can get this right, all the way from the edge here, which would be 0, 1, all the way to 30. Look at that, that's a perfect number line, isn't it? Fantastic. What else did I find? I found something that I use and I need when I make cakes. What do you think it is? That's right, it's a measuring jug, and you can see here we've got different measurements that go vertical. You can measure in this, which it says, I don't know if you can read there, milliliters. So that would be a liquid measurement going up and down. And if I turn it around, we can see cups. So that's for our flour. And it goes all the way from the bottom all the way up to the top. And we've got other measurements here. No, we don't need this one. This is called a pint. And ounces, in Australia we use cups. What we have over here, cups, half, 1, 1.5, 2. And I have one more. I like using this one, and your mum and dad or your teachers may use this quite a bit. It makes them nice and warm, and they might have it through the day to keep them going. What do you think it is? It's a kettle. That's right, have a look there. There are lots of numbers. It says the minimum. Oh, look at the amount of numbers and zeros there. And the top one, can you see that? Says, it's a bit heavy, says 1700. How do we say that? 1,700? That's a big number. Is that more than 100? Yes, we haven't got that far in class. Maybe you have. 1,700. I wonder what 1,700 what? It's measuring something. It's measuring liquid, isn't it? So maybe it's 1,700 mils. Oh, well, I wonder if you can think of anything else that is around your home that you can think of. Pause the video and see if there's anything else that you can think of. All right. Oh, and I'm sure there's lots of other things that you can think of that are around your home or out and about that show a number line. For our activity today, I would like you to start investigating a number line. So you're going to have a number line from 0 to 20, because that's where we're going to start. You're going to either have one or draw one, like this, from 0 to 20. Then what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go and find some things. It might be counters, it might be blocks, it might be beads, it might be matchbox cars, it might be something that you can find that there's either 1 to 20 of. I want you to go and grab them, bring them back to where you're working, and then count them. And so if I went and grabbed counters and I found that there were 10, then I would draw underneath 10 counters. So here I've got a coloured textile, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. All right, then I would go and look for something else. Put those back, of course, where they came from, so keep them nice and tidy. I might go and find, oh, I found 2 dice. So I count them, 1, 2, yes, there's 2 dice. Where am I going to put the 2 dice? Am I going to put it under the 20 because it's got a 2? Oh, no. Where should I put it then? I should put it underneath where the 2 might be. Now I haven't written the number 2 here. But if I count, I've got 1, 2, it would come here. So that's where our 2 would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So I would put here picture of 2. You might draw just a square if you like. 2 dice. There we go. So you go around and find things in your classroom and your house. It might be earrings that you've got in your box or rings. It might be you've got little cubes in the classroom. Whatever it is that you can find, grab a bunch of them and start counting. Bring them back to your table. Draw underneath where the number is on the number line. And then you will have a picture of what the number line actually means. Because our number line represents a number of something. You might count 10 counters, and it means that there is this many. There is a big amount of them. And what I'd like you to do, once you've filled in, I'd like you to find at least 10 different things. If you can't find different things, then go and count different amounts. You might find 5 counters as well as 10 counters. Once you've done drawings of those underneath the numbers, I would like you to look at 2 of the different numbers. And I've got 2 different numbers here. So I've got 2 and I've got 10. And I want you to think about which one is more. Which one of these do you think is more? Do you think the 10 counters is more? So you would say 10 is more than 2. This is not very many. 2 is not very many. So 2, we would say the opposite. 2 is less than 10. That's right. So I want you to, after you've done the drawing, pick 2 numbers and I want you to compare them and tell me which is the larger number by saying 10 is more than 2 and 2 is less than 10. All right. Well, I hope you have lots of fun doing that and hunting around when you get home as well to see where in our environment maths is, particularly looking at number lines, numbers in lines. Well, have a great time. See you next time.